What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. So online coaches, what to look for in online coaching, and also want to talk about my online coaching. Not going to lie, okay, I want to kind of use this to talk about what to look for and why I still do online coaching. One of the biggest questions I get in my comments, in DMs, is if I still do coaching. Now, I put it literally at the end of every Instagram post, Twitter post, and posts on here that I do in the community section. But I think a lot of people don't read all of them. It's at the bottom. I don't want to be boisterous about it. And I've never really chased the coaching. I don't do direct emails. I don't do lists. I don't advertise. It's all word of mouth. And I have a good amount of clients. And I figured out this year how to budget my time where I'm able to accept more clients. But I want to talk about why I feel I'm different than a lot of coaches, who I want to coach, and also what to look for if you don't want to hire me, what to look for in a coach. And I think that's very important because I think coaching can help a lot of people. There's a lot of good coaches out there. Unfortunately, it's mostly bad. It's like personal trainers and CrossFit trainers. There's a lot of good trainers, unfortunately, mostly bad. You have to really unfortunately run through the gauntlet and sample a lot of trainers, so to speak, to find one that knows what the hell they're doing. Same thing with online coaches. I've heard more scams than I have good stories. You know, most of my clients came from a bad coaching relationship, and now they've been with me. I have some people been with me 10 plus years, which is fine. My goal usually is to be able to coach you enough where I'm able to hand it off to you and you're able to take it over. However, some people like that guidance, and some people, especially those who compete, having assistance with bulking and cutting and this and that. But let's be honest here, about 70%, probably more, about 99% of my clients have no intention of competing. Most of my clients are obese or overweight people who want to better their lives. I might have like 5% of them who want to gain. And gaining cycles are in there. So the people who are with me long term, we'll cut, we'll do diet breaks, we'll do refeeds, and then we'll also do reverse diets. Like those are all part of the long-term plan. But a lot of people just want help to get back on track. A lot of people just want to learn how to get on track. So one issue I see with coaches is they're not communicating with their clients frequently enough. Now, I always have daily check-ins. Now, it's not going to be a long conversation. You send your weight. I say, got it. I might ask for what you ate the day before. Training is given to you. Those are usually training programs done for like 8 to 16 weeks, depending on if you're still getting results from it, if you're still enjoying it. Someone goes to me and goes, hey, man, I just hate this training program. I absolutely hate it. I'll be like, cool, let's do another one. And also phases, like sometimes like starting a power phase, sometimes hypertrophy phase. It depends on the person and the goals. A lot of coaches have weekly check-ins. And I understand that for a lot of people, that might be fine. But you're paying me money and I want to chart your weight myself. And also when you check in daily, it gives you accountability. So if you're thinking of reaching for that dozen donuts the day before, you're not going to be like, I got to weigh in tomorrow and I'm going to have to tell Coach Marc that I messed up and here it is. So I do daily check-ins, daily weight check-ins, weekly pictures. Why not daily pictures? I'm not going to see any changes day to day. However, if we take week 1 through 16, boom, 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 boom. It's going to be a flip book. It's going to be amazing. So generally speaking, what I have veered away from are bodybuilders who use competition drugs. I will gladly train anybody who is on TRT or even extra TRT, but prescribed by a doctor, because there's a lot of liability in recommending drugs to people. There just is. If somebody dies, I mean, you saw all the thing with the IFBB getting outed, those trainers are being sued, killing people with diuretics and all this stuff. Look, man, at the end, I have coached those people and I've done that thing. But I like to have people who are doing it safely under the care of a doctor. I'm not one of these coaches who's gonna be like, oh, take insulin in a pre-workout and after workout. Oh, yeah, you're gonna do that. That's a lot of liability and also it could kill you. I'm not one of those guys who's gonna be like, diuretics, use a ton of diuretics. No. And that's why I think most of my contest prep people, they're natties or they're TRT guys who just wanna reach a goal. And that's what I like because it's safer, there's less liability. And honestly, like, I just don't want to play backyard chemist. It's too much liability. If you guys know how my last couple of years have gone, I have too much to lose now. too much to lose. And I'm not going to play that game. So again, that's why if people text me on Instagram, hey, I want to take Anadrol and D-Bol, what do you think I should do? I'm like, bro, I got too much to lose, man. Go talk to someone who openly talks about that. I'm not going to risk it. I don't know if you're a narc, and I don't know if you're going to double what I say, die, and then people see our old messages and you sue me. Not going to do it. And I don't want to have the weight of someone getting sick or dying on my conscience. Not going to happen. So most of my clients, a lot of them are obese, overweight. But I have people who have gotten phenomenal results. You look at MarcLobliner.com, David Pope, I coached him in 2011 through 2018, on and off, really hard 2011 through 2013. Dude was literally in the high 300s, hypertensive, on the brink of death. Now he's under 230 doing marathon bicycle races, which they're like extreme bicycle racing. Like he's done it. He's kept it off, and he's like old. He's like over 55. I think he's like 60 now. David's getting old. So we have such a diverse array of people. Let's get back to what to look for. I'm sorry I get off track. I get excited about what I talk about. What you want to look in for a coach is daily check-ins. You want to look for someone who you trust, right? Someone who communicates. If you message me on Instagram, I'm going to DM you right back. YouTube comments, very tough, very mean place to be. I usually just let those go. But Instagram DMs, Twitter DMs, email me. Marc at mtsnutrition.com, Marc at tigerfitness.com, Marc with a C. I always email back. You want a coach who will get back to you. Another thing I've started doing, we actually had an issue where in a YouTube video, there was a guy who I coached who I thought was getting phenomenal results. And he actually just stopped, and he actually kind of posted that he was kind of disappointed in my coaching. And I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I looked through your chart, like we communicated every day. You lost like 40 pounds. And he was upset, and rightfully so, that we didn't have a conversation. A lot of online clients do not want to talk to me. They just want to send their pics, their check-in. They want to text. Dude, it's 2023. A lot of people don't like talking. And I assumed that everybody was cool with just text. So now I make sure that as soon as we get the program, when I send out a form, you fill it out. I generate your program. Programming takes me generally 1 to 2 days. Okay. Not saying that's all I do for 1 to 2 days, but to fit it in my schedule. I have a busy schedule. After those 1 to 2 days, I'm contacting you every day. You're contacting me every single day. So what I've mandated now is after we sign up, unless you're international and it's weird and it's hard to do, is that we have a phone call and we talk about it, because I can't read on paper what's going on. And also I want you to read the program first, because there's going to be a lot of questions. Also, I'm not a big fan of set in stone meal plans. What I do is I either have a flexible diet, which is macros, with recommended foods, generally 90+% bro foods or healthy foods. I also have a meal plan that's based on a diabetic exchange, where you have a meal options. I set forth meals, but you can exchange it with a ton of things. I prefer the diabetic exchange. It's actually harder to coach with it. Takes me twice as much time to program it. Takes me twice as much time to adjust it. But I do feel it's easier for most of the people, because you make your 6 meals and you're done. So for example, when my brother turned pro, became a natural pro in, I think it was 2014, we actually did the diabetic exchange for him as a C-suite executive. It was easier for him. He didn't want to whip out his phone and have to figure out his macros as the day went on. So that's what I want to look for in an online coach. I want someone who provides training. Now, obviously, there's no reason to a program. I have to program when I coach soccer players, hockey players, football players. That's great. I have such a vast array of programming that I think will work for you. I'll generally take an existing program and tweak it based on your needs. And then the diet, the beginning diet, like we're gonna probably start high. Because that gives us a way to adjust. It also acts as a diet break for those who've been dieting a long time. So you want to look for someone who gives you good training, gives you advice, is there to talk to you. If my clients text me, I get back to them usually within 30 minutes, if not shorter, sometimes longer if I'm sleeping. Obviously I need sleep, I'm old. So that's what to look for in a coach. But anyway, there are good coaches out there. I'm not going to opine on which ones are good or not, because I don't want to piss off people who I don't mention in my list. So I'm not going to be like, hire this. No, I'm going to be real. If you hire me, I feel I'm the best at what I do. don't hire someone who doesn't think they're the best at what they do. Like, am I going to hire someone who's like, are you going to hire someone you have a stain on your carpet? Are you going to be like, yeah, we do carpets, but Wiz carpet cleaner's better than us. Just go hire that guy. No, I'm the best at what I do, in my opinion. A lot of people might disagree. A lot of coaches might disagree, and they should think they're the best because that's their job. I love coaching. I'm not going to give it up. I don't care how many companies I run, how many companies I own. I love doing it. I woke up this morning excited to reply to every single one of my clients. I love it. Anyway, guys, if you want to hire me, go to marklobliner.com. That's marklobliner.com, link down below. And again, I'd love to work with you. I think we'll get gains. I know we'll get gains. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, click on notification bell, share this with all your friends, and remember, boom, 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 that's not a game.
The best booster isn't a shot. It's your natural immune system. Every time we step out into the world, we are attacked by viruses that do their best to break down our defenses. Vita helps solve this problem. Vita contains proven antiviral replication supplements and Imulina to ensure that your body is primed to defend itself against foreign invaders. Don't go another day unprotected. Get your Vita today.